For storing photos, there is no better way than to use the best in the game, which is Amazon Web Services platform. We are going to use one of their products, which is Amazon S3, to store images. But before we go and create our account, we have to understand the logic on how to store the image to S3. Hello, I'm going to show you the logic of how do we store an image to Amazon S3. So it begins with a user is trying to upload a photo. It passes the photo into Amazon S3 bucket, and Amazon S3 bucket will store it in the bucket, and it will spit out the result of storing, which is the URL or the location of the image from the S3, which is aws.s3.com. And then we want to take this location and store it in our database, which is product.photo. So as you can see, this is the middleware that we're going to use, which is upload.singlePhoto. So when we upload the photo, S3 will process it and it will save to the bucket, and then we'll return with request.file.location, which is the result, so that we can store it in our product.photo. So that is the logic of how are we going to store the image to S3 and from S3 to our database, which is MongoDB. Since you already understand, let's go and create your account. I already created my account, so I already signed in, and once you create your account, you will see the same interface when the first time you log in. It does require a credit card to create an account. If you have a debit card, it should work as well. It will only charge you $1 for validation of the card. You have to have an Amazon Web Services account if you want to launch your future web application. Don't sweat it. Now, go to Services and type S3. And the next step is to create a bucket. Name it Amazon Clone V1. You don't want to touch all of the properties. You just want to leave it as it is, and as well as the advanced settings. So click next. And you want to unblock the public access because you want your local host to access your S3 when we're doing the development. Most likely when you go production, you want to block all public access so that only your IP address can access the S3 bucket. And create bucket. And the final step is to create an access key so that we can access our S3 bucket from Node.js application. So go to your account and click My Security Credentials. Continue and click Access Key, ID and Secret Access Key, and create new access key. And you can download the file. It's best to download the key file so you can store somewhere safe. And now you have the root key. It will have the access key and the secret key. So that's it. We have successfully configured our S3 bucket. In the next video, we will upload our photo.